why in the world would you want to change your mind? Why do we need to change our minds? The minds are polluted by fear and guilt, and fear and guilt are illusions. I'm not afraid of the things you're afraid of. You're not afraid of me. Everybody's got phobias. All of these phobias are learned. They've been acquired, because a baby doesn't have a phobia. A baby doesn't feel guilt. You can do something and feel real guilty. I can do the same thing, feel no guilt at all. So it's not in the thing, it's in our perception. Now, the mind is a very interesting, amazing thing, and it's composed of thought, just as our bodies are composed of chemicals. Because a mind needs thought to exist. And what's thought but just congealed information? You believe based on what you know. Your mind is more unique than your DNA. Can you change your mind? Absolutely. People meditated and prayed for centuries in every culture. Why? Because they work. What you believe is real to you. There was an experiment back in the days of the Pac-Man craze. Remember little Pac-Man? They told these children with leukemia to close their eyes and imagine little Pac-Man running through their blood, eating cancer cells. And lo and behold, some of the kids went in total remission. And one of the experimenters was quoted as saying, he says, the biggest revelation I had, he says, when you can picture something in your mind, your body thinks it's happening right now. So, if you can imagine your mind being composed of the past, or all of your thoughts, and what you think right now. And everything that happens to you right now is a result of your past programming. Every one of our minds are different. You take the mind, and the mind can heal the body can't heal the mind. Our friend Joe Mason, being a doctor, knows the value of placebos. On the website, there's 4 meditations. One is called, or titled, the correction of the appetite. And if anybody is overweight, this will cure them, because all of the meditations use an old yoga technique called the grand relaxation. And this is simply a method or technique of relaxing the body using the voice within the mind to direct your energy in a predetermined way. Once you get down into the state of yoga nidra, which the meditation will guide you down into, it's a very pleasant, relaxed state. At that time, powerful prayers and positive affirmations are fed into your mind computers to reprogram the mind. Now, every culture, since time began, prayed and meditated. Why? Because they work. So, in a nutshell, that's what my new business is. I'm excited about it, and I want to close the presentation with reciting a little poem, and afterwards I'll be happy to take any questions. The poem goes like this. One morning, unexpectedly, a holy voice spoke to me. It said, write this down and convert it to sound, for all to hear and see, and share it with all who will hear my call, and let all who hear me be free. I heard these words clearly within my head. I heard the sounds and I wrote them down, and this is what they said. This is the only thing that you need do to quickly bring a world that's new to you. Say only this with no reservation, for herein lies the power of salvation. I am responsible for the things I do. I am responsible for the things I see. I always choose the words I use and the feelings that move to and through me. I always decide upon the goals that I mold and hold inside and which ones I would achieve. And everything that seems to happen to me, I ask for, long before I receive. Because the universe is mental, the all is mind. The things you seek are the things you will always find in the garden of my mind. I am the one living God. I am the eternal yes. I always send to you according to what you think, say, and do. My function is to give and bless. I do not say no to the thoughts that flow from your mind into mine. I do not refuse the voices you use. I do not confuse the choices you use. You always choose whether you win or lose in the garden of my mind. For all your thoughts and all your words and all your little deeds and all your prayers and all your wants and all your little needs are just so many little seeds you sow in the garden of my mind. And the seeds you've sown are the trees you've grown, and you're living off the true fruit of your vine in the garden of my mind. For every cause has an effect, and every effect has its cause. This is one of the natural laws in the garden of my mind, and everything you do always comes back to you in some future time in the garden of my mind. So always be truthful, always be loving and happy and kind. Just do these things and you'll do just fine, because like always breeds like in the garden of my mind. Amen.